All right, Sean.
Okay. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. I'm going to mute participants 1 second. That way it'll mute people upon arrival if anybody else hops on. If you just hopped on and you have a team, let them know we're on. I am super excited, honestly, that we are going back to having our little Zoom. I'm glad that I wasn't the only one feeling sad about us not having it. I think that this is going to be really good for our team community. So I'm excited about that. The second thing I wanted to go over is Ultra will be out at 10 o'clock. Get a drink of water and get in bed. Sorry, she heard me talking. Ultra will be available at 10 o'clock Thursday. I don't know why that just drew my mind. But 10 o'clock, if you decide to buy Ultra, DM me, let me know. I'm going to do a little drawing for a few people. No, just go get in bed. Thank you. For a few people that do purchase it. And then we're just going to kind of talk about tonight the IPAs. This one, I want it to be like a really open discussion. So if you have questions or if you have something to add, speak up, say it to anybody. If you can't talk, put it in the chat, but really the more people we can get talking, the more fun this is going to be. So I'm going to pull up just a general list of IPAs. But the first one we always have is personal development. And you guys know I could talk about that for days. I'm super big on personal development. But this is also something on personal development. And I think Abriella and I are going to go live in Game Changers. But if you ever don't know what to post, pour into yourself. Why are people smiling when you guys laugh? It makes me laugh. Pour into yourself. Look at personal development. Quit copying and pasting. From now on, I'm just going to be completely honest. If I see a copy-paste post, I am literally going to message you and call you out. Like, stop copy and pasting. It's not going to help you. It's not boosting your algorithm. It's not helping, and it like is driving me crazy because I see potential in people, and then when I see them doing something like copying and pasting, it kills me inside because I see that potential like going away. I see the potential cells going away. Don't do it. If you don't know what to post, what are you reading? Go read something. Go listen to a podcast. Go do something for yourself. Go on a walk. I don't know. Sometimes, honestly, going on a walk or taking a shower in the dark alone, quieting my mind, that helps. Meditating helps. Quit sucking your face. You're making me laugh over there the way you're doing that. Yeah.
Time out for 1 second. Time out. Because I was...
You're stuffing your face as Chelsea's taking a picture.
I was trying to get cute for the picture, but... Sorry.
Anyways, so, but seriously, pour into yourself. That's why we promote self-development so much. That's why it's so important. If you don't know what to post, it's because you're not pouring into yourself. You don't know who you authentically are. And if you don't know who you are, then you're going to see somebody like Abriella post a picture and get 15 likes and 30 comments. And you're going to be like, wow, I want to be like that. Or I want to sign people the way she does. So you're just going to copy. No, the world needs what you have. That's why personal development is so important. And it's just important in your life. It's important. I think people that aren't even in this business should do it because some of the people I pass on the street every day, I'm like, you need Jesus in a self-development book. So just pour into yourself. Does anybody have anything they want to add on personal development? I know Chelsea does. Come on. No? You have to. You always do.
I mean, I could say what I always say, but I feel like I constantly say the same thing. And your business doesn't grow if you're not growing. Your business doesn't grow if you're not growing. Your business doesn't grow if you're not growing. And I mean, that just goes back to the copy pasting. That goes back to the struggles of trying to create content. That goes back to staying positive. Yes, I'm so excited to read that book, by the way. But it's just one of those things that's like, if you're not growing, and y'all, I'm a completely different person mindset wise than I was even 6 months ago, because I've poured into myself and I believe in myself and I believe what I tell myself. And I'm not just telling myself things to tell myself things. And I'm not just tuning into a Zoom to say I got on a Zoom. I'm absorbing what's being trained. I'm absorbing what I'm reading. I'm on YouTube obsessively every single day. I have certain people I follow, but it's like an addiction. But it's an addiction that you should hop on the train for, because it's only going to better you, and you're going to start to realize you go through your days in just a completely different mindset, a completely different attitude. You take on certain situations a lot differently than maybe you would have in the past. I am a very confrontational person just in general. That's just who I am. But I've learned how to woo-saw myself a lot better and approach things a lot differently than I would have even a year ago, because I'm the person that I'm in your face. I have no problem telling you how I feel. I really don't have a filter, usually. But I feel like really figuring out who I am and who I want to be, I've kind of changed that, and I'm able to hold back a little bit more, than I used to. So I just, again, I know I say this every single time we talk about self-development, find somebody that speaks to you. It might take you some time, and that's okay. It took me hours upon hours and videos upon videos on YouTube to figure out who really speaks to me. And I have those, set people that I search their name. I'm subscribed to them on YouTube. I watch their videos. It doesn't matter if I watch the same one multiple times. It still speaks to me, because even if you listen to something 2 or 3 times, you're going to pick something new up that maybe you didn't hear before. I listened to Girl Wash Your Face twice, and I heard different things the second time around that I didn't really hear the first time around. So just pour into yourself. That's really all I can say, because it will change your business. And really more, don't just do it for your business, do it for yourself, because you deserve to feel just amazing inside and in your mind and just overall. And that's what's going to ultimately help you in the business.
And even taking it a step further than absorbing it, implement it. Pick one thing from that book, and I want you to try for a week to stick to it. If you read The Compound Effect, or if you're reading it, you're going to hear about tracking. I want you to track for a week, and a week's going to turn to 2 and 3 and 4, and it's going to change your life. I literally track like my budget down to the cent. I track everything, what I eat. I have an app on my phone. I track how long I'm on Instagram. I mean, everything. So implement it. Find one thing from each book, and you don't need to take everything. Not everything is going to speak to you. I don't expect you to read a book or listen to every podcast and be like, Jesus, that spoke to me. Write down everything. You're holy and new. Like, that's not reality. But you're going to find the little bits that speak to you, and everybody's different, and take those little bits. Run with those little bits that you can. Does anybody got anything else on personal development? Anybody? No? Okay. The next one that we talk about that's like an everyday thing is engagement. Be authentic. Engagement can mean commenting on stories, which sends them a DM. It can mean commenting on posts, liking on posts. If you just like, you need to take it a step further in commenting, because in today's world and in today's algorithm, a like means nothing. I'm just being honest. Tell everybody happy birthday. So don't cold message them on their birthday, but just send them a message that says, hey, Colby, I just wanted to take a second and wish you a happy birthday. I have never not gotten a message back when I do that. Every single person is like, hey, thanks for taking 2 seconds to message me. Whether we've never talked before, whether we've talked and we were friends in high school. What that's going to do is, one, you're being just a good person. You're being genuine. You're being a good person. 2, that's going to put you in their algorithm and vice versa. The other thing too is I can't tell you how many times I've had people come out to me after I have messaged them and just said, you know, hey, just wanted to wish you happy birthday. Or, oh my God, I saw it was your son's happy birthday. I loved the Power Ranger theme. That was super cute that you did. Something like that. And they have came back and been like, oh, hey, thanks. Hey, I've been meaning to message you. What's that thing you're always wearing? What's that thing you're always talking about, posting about? It happens a lot. So tell everybody happy birthday. Don't miss those every day. It takes 5 seconds to send a quick message. You probably have 10 to 13 people on average with birthdays every day. Comment. When you comment, whether it's on a story, whether it's on a post, be authentic. Don't just say so pretty. They don't care. They don't, I mean, everybody tells them that. If your message or if you're commenting on people's posts and you're saying, oh, so cute, so pretty, that's not going to strike them. But if you're saying something so much more, like this girl posted a picture of her daughter at Target. Take the time to read the caption a little bit. She posted a picture tonight of her daughter at at Target, and every single comment was so cute. Love her bow, love her hair, something basic. But if you actually read the caption, it had nothing to do with her daughter. It was talking about the fact that they made it in and out of Target without a tantrum and with exactly the items that they needed. And I'm the only person that commented on there and was like, girl, you deserve a freaking award because I know I can't go through Target with just my list. Like, let's be real, nobody can. I'm the only response, like I'm the only person that I got a response from her. And we are now commenting on her thread back and forth. So be authentic. Actually take the time to read the caption, because the people who were just like, oh, so cute, they didn't get a response. I did, because I'm building that relationship with her. We are in a relationship building business. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. They're relationship building platforms. And Instagram actually, I don't know if you guys saw this today. I don't know if people aren't as anal about Instagram as I am. Instagram is actually, you're going to see things changing over the next month. They're releasing new features. They're starting it out with 1 million accounts, and it's going to go to hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, and further down the line. But things are going to be changing. They're changing placement of buttons. They're changing the way the algorithm works, where buttons are, certain buttons, what they do. They're taking away things. I don't know exactly what, but there's a website called instagrampress.com, and you can see everything that's coming up with the algorithm, and that was posted today. So just keep that in mind. Like, things are constantly changing on there, but you need to stay up with it, and that's going to be by staying up with it. That's how you're going to connect with people. It's how you're going to build those relationships. Instagram is what they're doing. Like Instagram, Facebook, they're owned by the same people, right? They're trying to cut down on network marketing, people posting for free. They're trying to get people into ads. They're trying to cut down on the selling on there. So beat around it and find a way around it. Go around it and be genuine, because when you build those relationships, it doesn't matter if you're selling Thrive or toilet paper. You have a relationship from them, and they're going to buy from you. Where do you see these updates? It's just a website. Here, I'll type it out. I hope I'm typing this right, because it's like just saved in my phone. But that should be it. The hyphen might be taken out. You'll have to look. But that's the website. You just have to weed through it. There's all sorts of posts on it all the time, but it does have the updated algorithms. Does anybody have anything else to add with engagement? Anything that's working for them? Oh, Colby said polls were working for her. I don't know if she can talk because she's gone from the screen, but she said polls. I've been doing the little question boxes every single day this month. I've asked a question in my question box. Whether it be a picture, I did a slide of me making baby food for the week because I make all my daughter's food. And I said, what are your favorite combos? Yesterday, I asked people, what did they want, or today, I don't know. One of the days I said, what do you want for dinner? Or what do you eat for dinner every night? So every day I'm getting more and more engagement, because your audience has to grow and get comfortable with writing in the boxes. Because let's be honest, if they're just following, if it's an account that has 200 to 500 people and they're not in a business like this, most of their friends aren't using the question boxes. They're not really taking advantage of the polls. People need to get comfortable answering you. They need to get comfortable replying on the polls. So by being consistent and doing it daily, you're going to build that engagement up. Can you talk about polls, Colby? No? I don't know if your son's up.
Oh, he is throwing a huge fit about my water bottle.
Oh my God. Kid life.
Yeah, seriously. So I've been using the polls. I try to do one like every day. Hold on, guys. He's not gonna let me talk. He's trying to get up here. Here. So I've been using the polls every day, at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. And like I was talking about yesterday in them, like make sure that you place them in the right spot or you get a ton of people who accidentally tap on them, and that's super annoying. But when you put them in the right spot, or when people are actually like, you have a bigger chance of somebody reaching out to you through tapping on a poll than actually messaging you. And I've gotten even people who I've talked to about the product before would vote on the poll before they re-message me about it. Like months of talking to people, building relationships. Like we've had a conversation about it. They're like, yeah, when I have money, like whatever. And then 2 people in the last 3 days have, instead of re-messaging me, they saw my poll and they said, I'm ready. So then I messaged them, they ordered. So it's like, may not be new people that you're talking to that are going to vote on your poll. You guys, this is insane. Stop. It could be the same people that you've been talking to that are just not wanting to reach back out to you. I think that the polls help. I've tried the question box. I'm going to tell you, only like twice have I gotten like answers from it, but I think there's like, I saw on a story of somebody, I think she was like a coach, and she was talking about using the polls first to get people to start, and then starting to use the question box after you've gotten engagement on the polls, because people are more willing to like tap on a poll than they are to take time out of their day to like answer a question. So I'm trying the polls first and trying to get like more engagement on the polls. And it's not always about like the business. Sometimes I post polls about other stuff just to like get people like on my page and stuff. But that's just what has been working for me. Here, buddy. So.
Awesome. Does anybody have anything else on engagement that's like working for them right now? Ask a question in your caption. Just by asking a simple question, it's a good way to get people commenting, or have them tag somebody. If you post a quote, tag a friend who needs to hear this today. You will get so many people tagging people. Not even kidding. That's huge. So the next one is grow your network. I think everybody kind of does this differently, so I'd be interested to hear how other people do it, especially people who use Facebook, because don't really do it on Facebook, to be honest. But on Instagram, I will go to the location and I will find people in the Midwest, and I will add people that way if it looks like we would, 1, get along, 2, we have something in common, and 3, as long as they're like a positive, upbeat person. Now, if I click on somebody's page and they're like a negative Nancy, I'm not going to waste my time. But if they're positive, upbeat, they got cute kids, they look like somebody I would click with, I will follow them. Whenever I follow somebody, I don't just follow anymore. I follow, but I also like and comment on 2 to 3 pictures. You can find people from location. You can find people through hashtags. Find people through other people that you like to follow. So if you like to follow, hey, there's a hair salon. It's called Hair by Chrissy, which Colby's going to laugh because she knows I'm obsessed with them. And she lives like 15 minutes from them. So I keep saying I'm going to go stay with her so I can go get my hair done there. But if you, I follow them, and I used to be a hairstylist, so I connect with a lot of hairstylists. I know just from being in that world, I don't care what salon you're at. I don't care how high up you are. Hairstylists make crap for money. You can be in the industry for 20 years. You're going to make crap. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I had friends that own salons and they're still not breaking even sometimes. It's a hard industry. I know those people are looking for side hustle money. So I will go through there and I will find people that like and comment on her pictures, and I will go follow those people. Find people through bloggers, different things like that. What else are people doing to grow their network?
I mean, for me, obviously I'm Instagram, not a Facebook guru here. I follow certain bloggers and influencers And for me, I feel like their followers, for the most part, we have to share some sort of interest because we're following them for the same reason. Whether it's, their aesthetic, they have kids, they like Target, they, whatever it is. So I will go through and, their first 2 to 3 pictures, and who's ever, either liking or commenting, they're active users, they're liking the same content I like. So I go through there, and I don't follow. I look, if I find a picture, like Instagram picture that I like, I will click on their page. And if we have something in common, I'm following. If they're private, but I see something in their bio that I connect with, I follow. I request to follow them. So for me, I take time. I used to really not. I use Captivate still because I like to mass follow people overnight. But I take the extra time even within Captivate to click on people to see who they are, to make sure I'm following them for a reason. Because I noticed that when I wasn't really following people for a reason, either people weren't following me back, or I would literally lose like a huge chunk of people. So if you're not really growing with intention, it's not going to stick. And you're going to have fluctuation. I fluctuate. I'll lose, 10 to 15 people in a week, and then I have to work really hard to gain it back. It's just, part of it. But I feel like if you're growing with intention, then you're doing it right. It's just going to take time. But I will say, I have noticed my story views have gone up. I'm averaging right at about 100 views, which for me is extremely high because I used to average probably like 30 to 40 views, which was like nothing. I'm averaging more likes than I used to now, and I have even more people commenting now than I used to. So I feel like I'm growing the right way with intention. It's just, it takes time. You just have to put the time in for it.
And in the comments, Alicia said that she's joined groups on Facebook, and that has really started, and she's started to interact on posts in the groups. That's working.
Yeah, I was just about to talk about Facebook actually. So I started, let's say whenever I joined the last company 3 years ago, I started with probably maybe 1,000 friends on Facebook. And for 3 years straight, I did not know what the term or the phrase grow your network meant. I didn't know really what network marketing was. Like I always say to you guys, I just saw an opportunity. It just was like, oh, sure, whatever. Like, this is amazing, I guess. So back then, it wasn't like, not back then, but for me back then, I didn't take it as serious as I do now. So probably, let's say the last year, I joined two local wives groups to like here where I'm from, and they are all Army based. They are all new people coming in who request the group, and that are getting stationed at the base that's around me. And over the course of a year, I showed up so much in the group, one of the groups that started out at like 1,000 followers and now has close to 3,000 members. I showed up so much. I, commented. I started doing like monthly or in weekly like dinner meetups. I really put myself out there. I don't know if y'all know, most of you guys are my Facebook friends, but I am a really social person. Like, I love to talk. I love meeting new people, and I love to connect with new people, whether they are with another network marketing business or they just, I guess, want to be my friend. But when I decided to like really target this group, I did it for a reason. I did it because I knew that this group was going to be filled with every other person just like me, other wives just like me. They're new. Some are new to this whole lifestyle. Some are, been to other places, but we're all wanting one thing. We're all usually stay-at-home moms. We're all tired. We all need that extra money. We all need someone. Like, we all need a friend. Like, I barely have friends, but never mind. I'm not gonna, I really have like squirrel brain. Anyways, so basically my main priority of me joining this group and being out there was for me to find friends. And it turned into me putting myself out there so much and connecting with all of these wives, that now I actually moderate the group. So people come to me a lot of the time for like personal problems within their marriage, personal problems within whatever, just to talk. They invite me to like their houses for dinner. Like, it's become more of like a community of friendship for me. And then when it comes to me feeling like, okay, we finally connected together, like on this page, let's take it behind the scenes, you know, let's add each other on Facebook. And the one thing I always try to do, you guys, so like, this is the off topic just slightly. So it's a new month, right? Everything that I did the last 2 weeks in wait, what month is this? March? Everything I did in February, like the last week, I went on my Facebook. If it had anything to do with a sale, like, oh, if you're not a Thriver, message me now, I have a good deal. Anything that's like that, I went in and deleted. And I also, if I add people that I genuinely connect with, and I'm like, oh girl, yeah, well, like, I'm gonna add you as a friend so we can talk more. I make sure that before I decide to do that, the last post, or at least the last post from a while ago, was not Thrive related, because I don't want them to think that I'm only adding them as a friend because I want to sell them something, and 2, I don't want them to be scared to be my friend because I sell something or promote something, share something, sorry. So it's really important that when you are adding people from these groups, you're not just joining a group and adding people, because I promise you, just knowing, because I help kind of control this group, we see this stuff. So like, don't join a group and start adding random people out of the group, because you will get kicked out of the group. Make sure you're paying attention to the rules of these groups, because there's certain days in these groups that you can actually share, you know, your product. Or like for me, I don't really share about Thrive in this group because I just don't want to, but I do share my other business, which is my boutique, because that's another one of my passions. So I'm finding different ways to slowly connect with people. Yesterday, I talked to a UK resident who is moving back to Canada this month, who signed up as a promoter and is working out the details, figuring out I don't even know. I guess you can buy Thrive with insurance in Canada, like an insurance card, which is amazing. So she's getting that
on that. If they have a flex card, that's what it's called, they can use that to buy because it's a vitamin. Fun fact.
Yes. So she's using that Canadian social card to purchase her Thrive. And you want to know how she found me? Because a friend of hers added her to my boutique group, and I went live yesterday just talking about a new item that I got. I had a DFT. Oh, I had a DFT right here on my hand. And are you talking to me? Oh, never mind. So I had a DFT right here on my hand, and I was just showing, you know, the backpack, flipping it around, like, oh my God, it's so cute. Immediately after I got off the live, she messaged me like, hey, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, I'm about to get a cold message. Like, hey, you know, did not even sound like I wanted to be talked to. I was like, hey. She's like, hey, so I saw you had a Thrive sticker on, or I think she called it, she actually knew what it was. She said a Thrive DFT on. I really want to try it so bad. Are you guys in the UK? And I was like, oh, shoot, like what? So like I put 2 and 2 together, and I'm realizing that my own personal group, in these groups that I'm in, and I'm obviously putting myself out there, it's turning into people that genuinely are interested in a product because they see me so happy. They see me talking, not even talking about it, but they just see me, somebody that they might look up to, or maybe, you know, want to be friends with or want to connect with, but they're just too scared to. So, you know, I asked, I wanted to make sure I could get her started. So she's going to be purchasing a pack Thursday. which is insane because I would have never thought being in a group would lead me to so many friendships. So now back to the original story. I have grown from 1,000 to I think I have just over 3,000 friends, all because of Facebook groups. And all of them, some of the people are, yes, like random friend requests, because when I add new people, then it gives all of their friends list access to me. Like, oh, I'll pop up and you may know on somebody else. So like if Chelsea adds me in friend and her and Michaela are friends, but I'm not friends with Michaela, it's going to show up to Michaela's like Facebook timeline, my picture, because Chelsea added me as a friend. So sometimes, yes, like just last week, I went through a weird phase of like every single day I was waking up with like 20 notifications from friend requests. And I honestly, I don't accept all of them, but like Chelsea said, I will go through people's profiles, and yes, if they are with another network marketing company, cool. I don't care about that. I want to go to your Facebook to see what about you can I actually connect with. So when you do post, we can connect not on on the business side, like, okay, you have a bully just like I do, which is a type of dog I have, or you have 2 daughters just like me, or you are a military, so I don't know. So it's really important that when you are, like we said, growing your network, and if you are doing it out of groups, that you're doing it on a real basis, authentically, genuinely. Like, what do you want, or what do you see out of the people that you want to be your friends in these groups? Like why do you want to be their friend, basically, is how I look at it as. And when it comes down to it, and you're building these relationships with people, and you're connecting with them, you're engaging with them every single day or every other day, whatever it is, you're reaching out to them personally, like, oh my God, I saw your post about your dog passing, I hope he's or she's okay, like all that different stuff. When it comes to the point where you're really out there, putting yourself out there with Lavelle, with Thrive, and how you're sharing your story, they're going to be like, oh my God, like, tell me more. Or like, I've been talking to a couple It Works girls these last couple days who are sick and tired of cold messaging, and they constantly are asking me what to do. And I'm like, look, I'll give them some tips, but I'm building that relationship with them because I know that they're struggling. I know that they're hurting. I know that they don't want to do that anymore, but they're too scared. So when that one opportunity comes to their face and slaps them, because I know it's coming soon, they're going to be like, oh my God, I need to do what you're doing. But I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to wait to talk until something else pops up that I want to talk about. But that was it.
Does anybody have anything else on growing your network? No, I feel like we talked about posting in the beginning. Just be authentic. Hold on, sorry. Be yourself. An opportunity post doesn't always have to be you flat out saying the opportunity, but like Chelsea did today, she talked about what this business did for her and said, what has it done for you? Like, I want to hear what it's done for you. So it's not saying, hey, come join my team for $400 and blah, 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 blah. But she's saying, hey, this has changed my life because I have a 5-figure savings, because I'm a freaking stay-at-home single mom, because, I used to be in a bad place and I'm not anymore, whatever. And then people are going to be intrigued because they're going to see the comments and they're going to start reading. So, don't make it such a flat out post. Inspirational post about anything. Sorry, I'm just going through all the different days. Anything you're passionate about, whether it's your kids, whether it's running, whether it's, I don't know, whatever you like to do for fun, working out, whether it's reading, talk about it. People want to see that you're a human and you're not just Lavelle. Sorry, but my cat just walked by and I just thought it was one of my kids. Scared the crap out of me. Show up in your stories by doing a video. People want human connection. People want people. A lot of people don't just want to sit there and scroll through stories. They want to hear you. I promise you're going to get a 90% retention rate if you stop, you video yourself for a few slides. You'll look a hot mess. I look like this every day. Like, literally, I look like this every day. Throw a filter on. That's what I do. I throw a filter on. But here's the thing with your video stories, and this is something that is huge and it will change the game for you. Put wording on your video story. Whether, like, summarize what you're talking about. So if you're talking about, this is every morning you're doing Colby's really good about doing her routine every morning. She'll get up, she'll take her capsules on camera, people see her taking them. So right at the bottom, step 1, energy capsules, jumper cables, whatever. Step 2, but it doesn't always have to be about Lavelle, but that's just an easy shake. Different things. So put the wording there, but show up and be yourself. Be a person. Did you have something to add to that?
Yeah. So I feel like Michaela and Chelsea and Colby are like our Instagram gurus. And I feel like sometimes I'm learning to be Facebook guru. So I'm going to be 100% real when she says show up in your stories. If you don't care about Instagram, then I want you to show up in your Facebook story. Because after about 3 weeks ago, when we did a Zoom collided with Katie's downline, and she talked about stories and how important it is and keep it like you're telling a story, You guys, I am not kidding you. Just like how I wasn't kidding about waiting 30 to 45 minutes and recommenting and going back through and stuff, like that really works too. But I'm not kidding you when they say show up in your stories, and not just a couple times, all day long. Show up in your stories. If you don't want to post on your actual timeline, show up in your stories, because I went from like maybe 20 to 30, 40, if that max, people watching my stories, to now hundreds, like 100 plus every single day, because every single day I'm posting in my story, like Colby and everybody else does, I'm sure. Sometimes I don't do all 3 of my steps, but most of the time I'm at least posting my capsules and my lifestyle mix, or I'm just posting my lifestyle mix, or I'm just posting my capsules. And occasionally, yes, I will share one of my posts or a couple of my posts that I actually post on my Facebook on or in my story too. But other than that, anything that I'm doing that I'm like, oh, this could be a good photo op, or oh, cool, let me just put this in my story. This is something cool. I'm going to do that because it's switching it up a little bit. And people are like hermit crabs nowadays. Like, social media is their socialization. Like, I am like social media, yes, but I also like to talk to people. But for a lot of people, like, that is their socialization. That's how they connect with people. That's how they talk. And I've legit met people who, how they act on social media and how they act in real life is totally different. Like, so shy, quiet.
Don't be like
but
that.
yeah. And then on social media, they're like, oh my God, blah, 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 right? So it is so important to share whatever it is that you want to share in your story, because some people might have missed your actual posts about, like today. So I posted my opportunity post on my timeline, and then I also shared it to my story. But then I went in and did like a spurt of like 6 videos talking about how mind-blowing I felt at that opportunity, at looking at my paycheck, and how I'm so sick of the excuses that people are giving themselves, and how everyone's comparing someone's bad review of network marketing to their own personal bad review when they've never done it. Like, so I went on a little tangent about it because I don't think people realize how amazing it is, right? We all know. And then, I switched it up a bit, and then I went back to being positive. And then I posted, I'm trying to build a freaking, like, I don't even know what it's called, for my dog, because she's about to give puppies, and I'm in Home Depot looking like a weirdo because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to build stuff. So, like, I constantly am getting people replying back from my stories to my messenger, because they're like, oh my God, girl, you're so funny. Oh my gosh, me too. Da, 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 da. And then that's bringing those people into your messages, like, then you can like go back and like, oh my God, girl, like, I totally just saw your post. Like, that's so crazy. You can continue that conversation in a messenger if you don't want to continue it on actual Facebook. It's just different ways to go about connecting with your audience, connecting with your Facebook friends. And if you're really huge on wanting to grow yourself, which I hope a lot of you are, you need to start getting into your stories. I'm just saying, because I'm not, and like 100 views might not be a lot to some people, but for me, I'm just like, people actually like me. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I know everybody, most of you guys are like huge on Instagram. Girl, I think I posted yesterday. Before that was like 3 days prior. Like, I can't keep up with both of them, so I have to stick to one. And Facebook is my one true love right now. So yeah, that's saying stories in your timeline. the main reasons. If that makes sense.
Does anybody have anything else on that topic? No? Okay, so the next one is Thankful Thursday. So there's so many ways that you can do this. You can post about why you're thankful for the products. You can post why you're thankful for the opportunity. Something that will help get you engagement is post when you get up every morning. Something that works for me. I like to post every morning. I love to make a list of the things I'm grateful for. And I'll post like 4 or 5 things I'm grateful for. I'll be like, my family, our warm home, that I can make an income from home, or I can get a paycheck every week from home, and having a running car. Just simple things, having food in the fridge, simple things like that. But I always include something of the energy from my 3 steps, or that I can make a weekly paycheck. What are you grateful for today? Boom. You did a thankful post, your gratitude. You talked about the fact that you can earn a weekly paycheck, which is going to intrigue people, and you got them interacting on your post. So there's so many different ways you can do this besides throwing up Thrive, but you can still be a genuine person. You can still build those connections. So talk about what you're grateful for, but then ask other people. Do it in a box in your stories. I'm so grateful for A, B, and C, or if you're grateful for the energy your DFT gives you, whatever, what are you grateful for today? People want to feel heard. Our biggest thing is we want to talk. We want people to hear us. We want people to listen. So ask them. Let them do the talking. And when you hear what they're grateful for, now you know, hey, Jessica that I've been following for a week, she's super grateful that her grandpa's doing better from the hospital now. So now you can make a mental note or write it down in your phone. Hey, she's grateful for that. So go back and check every few days on her timeline, or send her a DM. Hey, I just wanted to check in with you. I just wanted to see if your grandpa's still doing good, if they're thankful that they were able to get a new car because their car broke down, something like that. Build those relationships, because genuinely you should care if that's happening in their life. So build the relationship with them. Be a people person. Does anybody have anything else on Thankful Thursday? It's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, find something to celebrate. Exact same thing as Thankful Thursday. Find something that happened to you good this week. I saw a lot of actually really, really good ones last week. One thing I did too was do it in my stories with the question box. I got a huge amount of responses from non-Thrive people. Huge amount. People that, you know, whether it was they made it through the week and kept up on the dishes, whether it was they were able to go buy groceries at a Whole Foods store, whether it was they were able to go out of town with their husband for a getaway this weekend. But it gives people a reason to interact with you, and you're being a positive person. You're putting yourself in a positive light. If somebody's having a bad day and you're always a ray of sunshine, they're going to freaking come look at your page, because they're going to be like, hey, I need something positive. I know she always posts positive quotes. I know she's going to make me laugh. I know she's hysterical. What's she up to today? So same thing as Thankful Thursday. Show yourself Saturday, self-explanatory. Fill out the goal sheets. Make sure to share those on the team page. And when you hit your goal, let us know. Like, let's cheer each other on. Let's, help each other hit our goals. If you are literally one thing away, if your thing was to sign 2 customers and you're 1 customer away, let us know. Let us help you. Let us give you suggestions. Let's see if we have any credits. Let's see if what we can do to help you hit that goal. So keep in contact with us, you guys. Like, nobody in here is a mind reader. We can't help you unless you let us know how to help you. So help me help you, basically. Let us know. Game Changer Zoom, and that is everything. Does anybody have anything they want to add? Oh, crap. Sorry, I just went through my screenshots and saw something.
I just want to add in, because this just kind of popped in my brain, and just being genuine and authentic, and really not turning your life into Thrive, but just incorporating it into your life. You are not Thrive. Like, that's not who you are. That's not, you were somebody before this business. Who were you? Continue to be that person, but allow this platform of social media to show what it's doing for you, what it's allowed you to do, through your transformations, through the changes, through the income, whatever it is. I'm not going to lie. There's a girl on my Facebook who was interested in a mini from me, didn't want to pay the $25 for it way back when. And I don't got time for that. So I told her, when you're interested and serious, tell me. Sorry. So she's now joined It Works for the $20 promotion. Is not the same person that she was before, because every hour, probably on the hour, it is a cleanse post, it is a thermo fit post, it is a keto coffee post, it is a who wants to grow their hair out post, it is I have this challenge post, it is I'm giving away this money post. Who are you? That's
Like,
not
what
who
happened to
you
her kids?
were. You were not this person 2 days ago. And now all of a sudden you've joined this business and you've been told to post every hour, and she's not even posting about like her family anymore. She's not posting about the things that she was posting about before. She has become Emerald City. That's who she has become. And I feel for her so bad, and it's hard for me because as much as I want to delete her from my page because I can't stand seeing it, I also want to keep her around because we've been in contact before. And this was months ago, before certain things in my life happened. So I kind of want to see her ride it out and see how it works, but keep her on my page. Unfortunately, I can't really comment on a lot of her stuff because she's just vomiting her product all over her page. But when she randomly does put up the other post, I'm trying to engage with her because I want her to know that I'm still here. I'm still around. But I don't want y'all to turn into that. I don't want your social medias to be this platform of just throwing up the product everywhere and throwing it in people's faces. And that's when it goes back to being genuine when you engage with somebody, being authentic, because we're not here, and at least I'm not here to make a sale. I'm here to change someone's life, but I can't change someone's life until they trust me, until I've built a relationship with them, until I've been genuine with them, until they know that I'm not just here to make a dime. Like, I'm here to change your life, and I'm going to show you that. But at the end of the day, if all you're doing is product, no one's like, it's just not who you really are. So I want y'all to be super genuine with who you are. If you cuss, if you love Taco Bell, if you, yes, girl, just whoever you are, be that person. You don't have to change who you are because you're in network marketing, and people frown upon it. Prove them wrong. Be yourself. Prove to whoever it is in your life that doesn't believe in what you do that it works. Because trust me, there's a lot of people in my life that don't understand it, that don't really believe it. And even some of my closest friends, and now they're like, holy shit, like it actually did work for you. Like it actually did do something. I'm like, that's right. And I'm myself. Like, I haven't turned into this other person. I'm just making money a little bit different way than people are used to. But that's just really all I wanted to say. I want everybody to be so successful, and I want everybody to be able to do it the right way, and not this fake it till you make it, not this salesperson, not like being genuinely yourself, because that's when you're going to see the most amazing growth within yourself, within your business, and then you get to watch lives change as well at the same time. But you have to want it for the right reasons, ultimately, at the end of the day.
Yeah, and have people wondering how you've been able to build such a strong foundation within your business by not doing the same thing that those other people are doing. Because it really breaks my heart to see a couple people like, I'm there to help, I'm there for support, like no matter what you do, cool, that's what works for you. But I let people know that, like, oh my God, like, what do you mean? You like, when I get cold message and I hit them back with girl, there's a better way to do this than that. They're like, well, how? And it's mind blowing that people, and I'm not going to lie, that used to be me, but it's mind blowing that there's really people, leaders out there teaching other people that are new to network marketing, are new to everything that we're doing, the wrong way. Like, they think that this quick, let's just spam a whole bunch of people and then get one sale out of spamming 50 people is like you did all of that for one sale. You just destroyed your entire business for one sale. And it's really, really sad. But at the same time, it makes me feel good about myself because somebody wants to connect with me because they see me doing so well or doing good by not doing the wrong thing. They want to know how to do the right thing. They want to know how they can change. Like, for example, early this morning, this girl was like, well, I really don't like to cold message, but there's no other way I can get a lead. And I was just like, yes, there is so many other ways that you can get someone to want to purchase your products. And I was like, I can say that because I'm showing value into what I have. I'm showing value into my team. I'm showing value into my friendships that I'm building, value into my business, all this different stuff. And people are like, wow, that's, whatever. But it's just like so mind blowing that there's really people out there that believe that faking it and being like, I can't be Lisa Fuller. Like, I can't be Jamie Pecca. I can pretend to be like them, but at the same time, when it comes down to it, we are not on the same level. But I can look at them for inspiration. I can look up to them for guidance. I can look up to them as, okay, that's who I would like to be on my own way, but that's who I want to look up to build my business. That's how I want my business to be run. That's what I want my paychecks to look like. There's other ways to go about it than copying, pasting, copying someone's whole entire life and pretending it's your life.
Let's be honest.
Hope y'all ain't cold messaging nobody, because if I find out one of y'all's cold messaging somebody, I might come to your house and slice you. No, I'm just kidding. But
he's not kidding.
There's just like so many ways to go about it. Like I said, showing value to your product. Not always, like, weekends, I will rarely post about Thrive. And the only time I will legit post, like, I have $50 off the next Thrive experience or something like that on my Facebook is like, at the end of the month when we're all trying to do a big push, and then I'll go back and remove it. But I just really, like Chelsea said, keep it super clean, super about my story and how Thrive has helped me, and whether it's physically, financially, mentally, what the friendships has done for me, all of that positivity that I've gained from Lavelle, I'm putting out there on my Facebook, to my friends on my social media, because I want them to see that this is more than just a product being sold, so I'm gonna let
and honestly, on that, if you're not being yourself and you're not genuinely being yourself, your business is going to fail in the end. People are going to join you because they think they're joining the person you're copying and pasting, and that's not it. And what are you going to do if you're copying and pasting? Let's just say Lisa Fuller. Let's stick with it. You're copying and pasting her, and she is not, do not get this twisted when I say this, she is not leaving Lavelle. But God forbid, what if she left Lavelle tomorrow? What are you going to do? Yeah. You don't know how to authentically be yourself, and the person you're copying and pasting just bounced. I mean, that's so important to, like, just be yourself.
Well, so I'm going to share this because this literally happened while we are on this Zoom. And this girl on Instagram, she follows me. I see her like my pictures, very randomly, but she replied to one of my stories on Instagram and said, we need to motivate each other. So I responded and said, how can I help motivate you? Tell me. And her response is, I want to be like you. Y'all, when you're being like, when you're showing who you are and you love what you do and you're passionate and you're letting it come out, people are going to connect with you, and it's going to be this, you know, you're going to spark that connection. And so now I've responded to her and I said, why can't you be? What is it you're really wanting to be or do in life that you aren't right now? And what do you feel will help get you there? And now I'm waiting for her to respond. So there's now a conversation I'm having with her, because at the end of the day, she obviously has to know what I do, because it's a response to a story that I did on my, like the minis with like the transformations and, you know, kind of my story. So it's just, it goes back to being genuine, being yourself, and it's going to show, and people are going to want to reach out to you. And I feel like I've made it kind of a part of who I am on social media, on motivating and inspiring women to be their best self, to know their worth, to know that they're deserving of something more, and being somebody that can help them get there. So I feel like that's kind of where she's going. Like, she's missing something. She needs something. And if I can be the person to help her get what she needs, or just inspire her or help push her in the right direction, I will gladly be that person all day long. So it's just a good example to show that when you're yourself and you're genuine, you're going to have people reach out to you, and it's going to show on your page whether you're being genuine or not. Michaela's on the phone. Does anybody else have questions? Is there anything else anybody wants to say, talk about, ask?
I'm just super pumped for Ultra. If you guys are not going to experience Ultra, I highly recommend. Also, I wanted to say this too, because I don't know how many people got on the call or didn't just miss this. Thursday, to my understanding, and a couple other people confirmed this, ordering is going to be a little bit differently than usual, how you can just go in and order stuff. So what's going to happen is Thursday at 10 a.m., it's going to be open for customers and promoters to go in and order it. You're going to claim the however many you want, but it's not actually going to be shipped out and sent to you until Tuesday. It's kind of like a pre-order thing. They didn't want to, like, I guess, you never know how much products you need. And with Burn, they sold out quickly, and they sold $10 million worth of Burn in like 48 hours. Like, it's insanity. So then once that happens, they're going to like turn off the ability to purchase it. And then the second batch is supposed to arrive like Wednesday of next week. And then next Thursday again, it'll come back on and you'll be able to order more. So I highly suggest at least one pack. Prices haven't been released. We won't know until the day of.
What pricing was previously?
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Ultra was like
Burn pricing.
This is not really like a good estimate, but I want to say it was like $60 to $70, like $50 to $70, like in that range. So I'm assuming it's going to be maybe $60 to maybe $80, just because.
Just plan on like Burn pricing.
Yes, yeah, and then CBD, it's going to be a complete system, and it's going to be Thrive. Lavelle is going to be known for two different, basically what they say, heads. Thrive Experience and CBD, whatever this thing is going to be. And listening to the call, he said that this is going to be something that you can showcase live, because the what's that word? The effect is immediate, basically. So I don't know what this is. I don't know, y'all, but I'm just going to say I'm excited. My husband is excited because y'all know he's in the military. He can't do illegal things. So this is as close to it as he can get.
Also, don't expect to be able to use credits. Credits will not be allowed. Just plan any new product. We've never been allowed to use credits. So just
y'all be messing with my hair. Every time y'all mess with my hair, I'm like, or your hair, I'm like, wait, is something wrong?
My hair's driving me so crazy. It's so dry.
I'm
weather.
so excited for conference now.
Yes, and if you're not, I don't know if anyone on here is going to conference, but if you are, there's going to be like a boutique set up, like high class. Think of like when you walk, I've walked into a Louis Vuitton store, but think of like walking into a Louis Vuitton store or like Prada and being just high class boutique kind of vibe, where you'll get to touch, feel, taste, experience the CBD system. I just don't know, y'all. I'm like crying because.
And if you're thinking about going to conference, reach out.
Yes.
Let us know. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Because it's so worth it. You guys have no idea. Your mindset can go in the worst mindset, and I promise you're gonna come out like skipping on air.
And it's really true. Like my mind was completely blown, and then the next month later is when everything started really happening for me. And I'm not even just saying that because I don't know why I don't know. But I'm like, it's like legit. Like it's just, I have no words, but for real, it's like an altering experience, like in the most powerful way you can think. It's like literally God slapped me on my face with like, I don't know, some type of craziness. And then it was like, yeah, boom, there. But you know what I'm saying. Just get there, basically, is what I'm saying. Sorry, I just really destroyed that.
Gabrielle's friendship and I started. We didn't know each other. And we stayed in a room together. We should have been murderers. Just kidding.
I could have kidnapped her and put her in my trunk, and I didn't, though. I thought about it.
Anyways. All right.
But I'm excited, and I'm ready to kill the rest of this week with everybody. You guys, y'all are really smashing this month, Michaela. I think Michaela can feel it too. I'm feeling it. Everybody can feel it.
I was actually just looking at numbers.
Like you guys are like motivating me. Every time you guys are like doing all this craziness, I'm like, oh my God. This is so like, I am so happy because I'm so, like Chelsea said earlier, like your success is my success, is Michaela's success, is like seeing everybody doing so well and like just growing, and it's just so.
A lot of people's numbers are really high, like that I haven't seen in a long time. People are signing people like crazy. I mean, Abrielle signed like 4 freaking people this month. We have Stephanie. She's not on, but that girl's signing people left and right.
Yes.
Colby has already signed people. I mean, it's been
everybody. I see everybody coming back.
Alicia has.
Also, if you haven't tried these,
oh my God. Not Thrive related, but they're delicious.
They're so good. These little Rice Krispies.
They're so good.
Poppers.
They have chocolate ones.
Yeah, chocolatey and vanilla cream, and these ones are cookies and cream. But I'm done talking.
Okay, we'll let you guys off of here. We're not this crazy, I promise. Okay, I hope you guys have a good night. Have a good week. Bye.